And we're live. Hello guys, welcome back to another stream on the Ricky JJ HC4 channel. Today we're back again with the quarter century wireless net. So we're gonna participate in that again in just a short little bit. It is currently, I think, let me see what time it is. It's 7:57 right now. According to iPad, so it should start in 3 minutes or so. And I've got my radio tuned into the 146.700 repeater, W8BCI. Repeater in Lansing. I live just 2 blocks east of it, so I can see it from my house. It's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, so I'll place the camera right here, get the stream open, and we'll just wait for the net and see. Oh, sorry, I was watching Brew earlier before this stream to pass time for the net, so yeah, let me just get back to quick and go here. Yes. Alright, so I'll just keep it like that so I can look for comments. So yeah, make sure the good frame's good. Okay, move it up just a little bit. Yeah, and by the way, yeah, my iPad charger's been acting up. I don't know if it'll act up on stream or not, but it keeps uncharging and recharging. It's like it's kind of finicky. It's kind of like charging and not charging, and it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. At times, 1 second it'll charge the iPad, next time it won't, next second it will. It's kind of going in and on and off when it's charging sometimes. I think my charger might be going bad. I don't know. I've had this iPad and the charger.
KF8CPP and 146.700.
Oh, looks like yep, someone just came through, so I think he was just checking the repeater to see if it was working. I think that's the same guy that will run the net, so she should come back in a minute. So, and by the way, it's not even the brick that's bad, it's the cable, so I might need to get a new cable sometime in the future. I don't know, it's still charging right now. It's still kind of good, but I just got to be a bit more careful with it. I don't know why. It might be the wire inside the cable that's going bad. Alright, so I'm going to be quiet now and wait for net control to come through.
KF8, well, we're listening on 146.700 for the quarter century wireless net. Bob had to step out of town or is busy with family, and it's kind of an open mic type thing. We'll just, take general check-in. Nobody's in control of anything. Just conversation. KF8 at 146.700. 107.2 PL.
Oh, he's doing it a bit different this week.
Top of the evening, everybody. It is Thursday evening. Thanksgiving Thursday evening also, by the way. It is 8 o'clock and time for the quarter century wireless net. This is the net that meets each week on this frequency. And at this time to enjoy amateur radio. I am Kilo Bravo 8, Donald Quack Quack. I'm Bob, I'm the net control. And we're ready to accept any and all amateurs because you're all welcome. And we also encourage third-party check-ins. So if when you go to check in, you'll indicate this is on key. Make sure you're not doubling with somebody, then key back up and give me your call sign. Be a little slow with it because I don't write fast. And we'll see what happens. We'll go down through the list 3 times, with the 3rd time being the 73 round. So if there's somebody out there who wants to join this net this evening, please give KF8 DQQ a call now.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 8 Charlie Papa Papa. This is Ricky, and I'll be doing a full-time check-in.
88PA. I started to have just an open mic night. I didn't know you were going to be on, so Bob, so I threw it out there, just in a general conversation, anything you want. And then you popped up. I don't know, hope you didn't hear me with like goofball antics before you checked in. Didn't, Toad. I turned the radio on. There was nobody talking, so I transmitted. So I didn't hear anything before I turned the radio on. Okay, anybody else to check in, please call now.
Oh my God.
This is KG3SWR. Good evening, everybody. This is KE8CPP. Brian. WHBCI repeater. All right, let's get started. The repeater itself doesn't count as a check-in, so nice try. It's been a nice day. Went over to my daughter's over in Grand Haven, and believe it or not, it was just me and them. I thought there was going to be several other people there because they're quite socially oriented with a family, and quite often family comes from the other side of the state over to Grand Haven. But it turned out just Bob. So I got two granddaughters to myself, basically with their folks, and it was a really, really nice visit, and I enjoyed that. Hustled back home, but I didn't get home before it got totally dark. It was pretty close to that when I got home. In fact, it was dark, come to think of it. I remember I turned on the garage door in order I could get a light on, so it has been a good day. Anyhow, we're back. We're going to be able to run both nets tonight, and we'll see what happens. So, KF8CPP. Ricky, good to hear you this evening, and tell us what you've been up to. Go ahead.
This is KF8CPP. I first want to start off by saying happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's here in this net, and I'll tell you about my Thanksgiving. First of all, I went to my grandma's house in Ann Arbor. Had a nice time there. It was already dark when I got home. I heard that you said it was almost dark when you got home, but it was totally like, it was pitch black when I got home. It was like 6:30, I think. And yeah, so other than that, though, haven't been up to much. I did try to, run a net on Tuesday on this repeater's, the severe weather preparedness net. I did get one in and out check-in, and so stuff like that. But other than that, though, haven't really been up to much. I've just been chilling at my house, and yeah, and just enjoying my school break, Thanksgiving break from school. I know most schools have Monday and Tuesday, but still at school, but have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off. But I have the whole week off. So yeah. All right, so that's what I've been up to. Again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So yeah. This is KF8CPP. Back to net.
Very good. I'll tell you, family is one of the best things you've got. And so enjoy it when you can, because sometimes those folks are not here next year. And so if they're here this year and they're in good health, boy, it's to your benefit. All right, Mr. KD8DA, go ahead, sir. There you go. Yep, I started out at noon, went over to Kroger's, picked up some pecan pie and some New York, some kind of a cheesecake, sampler cheesecake. I had 4 or 5 different samples of various. Yeah, it's pretty good. One was blueberries and I don't know, it looks like peanuts or walnuts or something. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty tasty. Man, I had 2 dinners after I got done at my aunt's house. Went over to my daughter's house, and they were just preparing a meal. So I won't have to run out of leftovers for a while. I got a lot of them. So, yep, it was snowing here a little bit earlier. Yeah, lake effect, I guess. I got more of it either way up north or way down south. So, we've been spared. Don't have to, I think a push broom will clear it. So, alright, back to net from KD8PA. Well, very good. KG3SWR. Mr. Shane, sir, go ahead.
KG3SWR, thanks Bob. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Sounds like everybody's having a good day. Just been the dog and I today. Family's out of town. Wife's down in North Carolina, so I went the Chinese food route. So they're usually open on, standard American holidays. So I got Chinese food today, and I was thawing out some venison, but that won't be ready till tomorrow. So tomorrow will be venison day. We had a buddy harvested deer for us and got that processed because it's that time of the year, and so we filled up the freezer with some good venison. So that'll be for tomorrow. And we went to the range this morning. That was fun. Actually, there was a lot more people out there than I thought. So, and we all kind of thought the same thing. We all thought we'd go to the shooting range, and we thought nobody would be there because it's Thanksgiving, early afternoon. But there was actually 5 or 6 people there, so it was good. And I guess I had intentions of getting on HF today, but I got caught up with Clint and those guys down on 4-3 Simplex, and then got kind of busy. So, but glad everybody had a good day. This is KG3SWR. Back to you, Bob.
Excellent. Very good. That's one of the unusual things I've not heard anybody doing necessarily on a holiday, but right idea, especially when you've got nobody else to worry about except you and the pets. Cool. KE8CCI. Go ahead, Brian.
Thanks, Bob. This is KE8ZCI. Good to hear everyone out here so far tonight. Hope you're all doing good. Yeah, good Thanksgiving here. We just had a small crew, nothing too crazy. And the fun thing we kind of did was do a full turkey. We got 2 of the smaller, maybe butterball or something like that, little Nerf football size, turkey breasts only. And we did one in the oven and then one on the wood pellet grill smoker there. Kind of a not necessarily a cook-off, but 2 different ways and approaches and seasonings. So that was pretty fun, and in the general consensus, the smoked one won. So that was fun. Other than that, just been relaxing. Still generally full from eating earlier and occasionally graze and top back off, but just kicking back and watching football. And here we are. So I'll send it back for now. KE8ZCI.
Yeah, it was a day for eating, all right. I got over there at 10 o'clock for breakfast, had French toast and sausages and coffee, and then they turned around and started getting ready for dinner, and that was at about 2, maybe between 2 and 3 o'clock, and then they still had people coming in this evening to do sort of a buffet type food thing, finger food type stuff. So I hightailed it out of there so I could get most of the traveling on the road before it got dark. And I was here at 6:11, so you didn't beat me by too much, Mr. Ricky. Or I didn't beat you by too much, but we both made a home, which is a key thing. And I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for some more check-ins.
Whoa, what was that? The heck was that?
Whatever that was just your trip to repeater in the audio.
Whoops.
NAGA, checking in, checking out.
Oh, an 8GAA.
George, anybody else before we go back to the top of the list?
Alright. Sit down here. It's about to go back to the top of the list.
Okay, well, I might mention too that John, KC8QZB, posted a little short video just a little while ago, and they did a turkey. He didn't elaborate, but as the video came on, they're about ready to pick up this 5-gallon pail that's upside down. So obviously it's something under it. When they picked it off, the turkey had been put on a rack, and apparently with a fire of some sort. They didn't say, I'm assuming charcoal. It looked like they had some foil down on the ground or something. and when they lifted that tail off that turkey, it was laying on the ground at the base of the pole. It had gotten so tender, it just fell right off the support that it was being cooked on. And he didn't say how they did it. All he did was show the thing being exposed. So it's an interesting look in the video. So if you get a chance to see it, it's only a few seconds long. KF8CPP.
WHBCI repeater.
This is KF8CPP. Yeah, that description of the turkey though sounds really yummy. I love it when it just, you know, it's so tender and it's like it falls just right off the bone, like you said. So yeah, and I guess I'll elaborate more on like how how my visit to my grandma's house went for Thanksgiving. So I arrived there around 2, and we had got the dinner ready, and there was these like this one tray in particular that it was in like a little Christmas tree dish, and they were like these, I don't know how to describe them, but they had like a outer coating of like this candy on the outside, and there was like chocolate on the inside, kind of like Whoppers but flipped around. At the inside was chocolate, and they were like, I ate almost the entire like tray because they were good. They were like, once I ate one, I couldn't stop eating them. But anyway, had some ham, had soda there, had some like blue raspberry Star or Sunkissed, had some ham, turkey, some all sorts of meats, because I like a lot of different meats like chicken, beef, ham, stuff like that. Had some Hawaiian bread as well. Yeah, and then we like had dessert. I tried some Reese's Cup like flavored brownies and stuff that my Uncle Tom made, and I didn't actually like them. I like Reese's Cups, and I didn't actually like the brownies because they had like peanuts, big chunks of peanuts, and I like peanuts by themselves, but there's no like, I don't like peanuts like in food. I'm kind of a picky eater when it comes to peanuts in food. I just don't like the texture. So yeah, and then after we had dessert, we wrapped up, we took some leftovers, and then just headed home and stuff like that. So yeah, it was fun. KF8CPP, back to net.
Gatherings like that, Ricky, I wait for the go for the food. While everybody's headed for that, I head for the dessert table and see what I want to get a piece of before they all get taken, before I can get there. So that's what I would do when I had family reunions here at the house. Once everybody got the word to go get food, I went to the dessert table and talked to them as they went by to get the main dish. Only way to fly. Only way to fly. KD8PA, Mr. Craig, go ahead.
There was a method of putting a turkey on a kind of like a hook, lowering it into what would be almost like a 5-gallon bucket. It was aluminum, and so it was like a big pot, but peanut oil. And you get that thing heated up, come with a burner. You hooked it to a 20-pound propane tank, and I did it one time. I did it on the deck in the back. You had to lower it in there really carefully. If you got to a wet spot, makes the oil get crazy. And I don't know, it just seemed like it was a little bit greasier than I liked it. So I still have the equipment, but I give up on the turkey, cooking it that way. It seemed that just putting it in the oven, put a tent over the top, and there's, usually get the one that has the little pop-up indicator that it's done. But I don't know, some people were saying that they put it inside a bag of some kind, and then put it in the oven, and I guess it made it self-marinate. All the juices were trapped in the bag. So I don't know. I'll check into that. One of the check-ins on this net said something about it. I just missed the part where they have to heat up the oil or heat up the bucket, or I don't know. Anyway, back to that from KD8PA.
There you go. It was interesting too. when my daughter got a small turkey, like was talked about, like Ricky, I'm not sure. Anyhow, it was when Chris, my son-in-law, was carving it. He looked at his wife and he said, "Well, there was a pop-up doodad in there." He says, "But when you put it on the tray, you put that on the downside of the bird so that it couldn't pop when it was ready." She had a meat thermometer that she was watching the temperature because she never found the pop-up for the "I'm all done" type signal. So that was interesting. We taught our daughter better than that, but it appears we didn't. KG3SWR.
KG3SWR. Yeah, lots of different ways to do it. So that kind of makes it fun. Except I never really liked the years when family would sometimes they decide to do ham instead of anything else, and ham's kind of like the lowest on my list, but everything else is good. So lots of different ways to do it up. Yeah, because the wife was going out of town, we kind of spent Monday night as our Thanksgiving. We actually went. We do it once a year. It's just kind of a once a year thing. We go to Bodie's Chop House right downtown Lansing, right near the ballpark stadium, and if you guys haven't been there, I'm telling you what, it's next level when it comes to steak there. So that was our Thanksgiving dinner, homemade carrot cake and all that good stuff. So we kind of did that on Monday, I guess. So I've got two questions. I'm looking at Brian's QRZ page, and if I scan this QR code, where is it going to take me? So after I unkey, I'm going to scan Brian's QR code on his profile here, and I'm going to see what that says. So you got me curious, Brian. And I'm assuming that the gang's going to get together for breakfast in the morning, but Bob, you can confirm. So this is KG3SWR.
SW breakfast tomorrow morning. I won't be there. Tomorrow and Saturday, I get to go over to Johnson's workbench, and I'll be at Johnson's about 8:30 when everybody's starting to get there. So there'll be a breakfast, and then I'll be back next week. But I got tomorrow and Saturday, I'll be sitting over there at a table with some pieces of wood burning unit, giving people an opportunity to sit down, and with a little bit of directions and stuff, they get to burn a picture of some sort and get their feet wet. So, yep, you'll be there, and Greg will look for you, and Ann should be there too. KF8CPP, barcode, what's going on there? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is KF8CPP. Yeah, Shane, I just did that not super long ago, just a few weeks ago, I think, and so hopefully that loaded for you. Yeah, I wondered if it would ever give it a run or not. Originally, it's something I was experimenting with those QR style codes, and just kind of learning how they're made and generated, and what data you can put in them. And one of the thoughts was if I wanted to try to do something that would survive through slow scan. Not that I've done a whole lot of that or anything, but where I'm going with that is you have a lot of control over the size of the barcode there, so how much data you cram in it, and how much of it is redundant, so it can do error correction and things like that. So anyways, it's kind of just a fun experiment that didn't take me anywhere, and I just did it for entertainment, hopefully as you have confirmed. So with that, I'll send it on back. KF8CPP.
I am at the bottom of the list. Do I have any more check-ins, please?
Any more check-ins? Who knows?
Okay, not hearing any more check-ins. We'll go back to the top of the list. And this would constitute the 73 round already. Short net, not a lot of people on account of the holiday, without a doubt. So we'll go back up to KF8CPP.
This is KF8CPP. Well, had a lot of fun today. Despite this being a short net, I still had some fun. I was looking forward to it all of today, of course, because I like joining this net every Thursday. So yeah, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you had a lot of fun, a lot of hope you guys had a lot of good food and stuff. Yeah, so don't really have much to say. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, and be sending it back to net, KF8CPP. You have a good rest of your night.
We'll look forward to hearing you again next week. And thanks for being here this week. Mr. KD8PA, Mr. Greg, go ahead.
5th, okay.
Yep. So, yeah, it'll looks like we're gonna get some white stuff here later on, and you know, it's gonna get cold. Got to get used to the idea that it's a little more difficult. Manipulate things, spindly cold fingers trying to turn on, you know, nuts and bolts together. So I don't know. We'll have to start. I was last night. I was till 2 in the morning rearranging my shack and the spare bedroom, the kitchen, the living room, and the front porch. Everything kind of got moved around. Yeah, you guys it was an attempt to organize something. Woohoo! Watch out. So, yeah, right. Thanks for running the net, and we'll catch you on 10 meters. EQQ, KDAPA.
Hey, sir, thanks for being here in case I didn't make it. Appreciate that, too. KG3SWR, sir, go ahead.
This is KG3SWR. Yep, good to hear everybody on the net. Looks like solar conditions might be, good. Numbers look good, but we'll see if that actually translates to, local propagation for 10 meters. So, good deal. Yeah, Brian, I know what you mean on the QR codes. I've only used those for work. Sometimes when we make, flyers and things like that, when we had our annual work conference, it's a fast way, if we made one or, some sort of a document or flyer or handout and gave to people, they could also just scan the code and get it digitally. So it's nice that there's a lot of generators online for free that you can take a file and it'll convert it to the QR code and make it really easy. So definitely handy, especially if you've got a lot of people that just need to quick grab a digital document, you don't want to email it. QR codes work pretty well. So yeah, good deal. Nothing else really. So everybody have a good rest of the weekend. Should be a long weekend for most people. We'll see what's going on tomorrow. I might run around, and I don't know if I'm really going to do any shopping tomorrow. Most everything's online. I'm sure everybody's getting some good deals. HRO sent out a good email with some decent deals. So ham radio stuff usually doesn't go terribly discounted, but HRO has some pretty good sales. So if anybody's looking for a new rig or whatever, I think they've got a couple good options there. So everybody have a good rest of the weekend. Good to hear everybody on the net. This is KG3SWR73.
Hey, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here. Mr. KE8ZCI.
KE8ZCI. Well, yeah, it's great hearing everyone tonight, and hope you all have a great evening and rest of your week. And I'm going to fire up the football game and watch the Packers and the Dolphins, it looks like. See how that goes. It's just a relaxing way to wrap up the day. So, y'all take care, and good luck with the rest of your week and weekend things, everyone. And we'll catch you down the way. KE8ZCI.
Young man, appreciate that. Anybody to check in before we close the net down? Do an in and out check-in?
Alright, let's see.
Not hearing any more check-ins. We'll close this net down for this week. Our thanks to those who are here because it makes it a successful net. And we'll look forward to again next week. Everything being equal, we should be back again next week at the same time on this repeater for yet another quarter-century wireless net. At this point in time, we will close the net and return this repeater back to its normal amateur radio use. And there were a total of 6 of us this evening. So thanks, everybody. KB8DQQ is clear of the frequency and listening.
Alright, let's see if there's anybody else that wants to talk. Alright, well, that was a pretty short net, guys. Hopefully, you guys had a fun watching. I saw my viewer thing spike up the 2. If anybody else might be watching, you did miss the stream. We just talked about, like, Thanksgiving stuff and how to cook turkeys and whatnot. And, you guys take care. Please like, please subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications of my future videos and streams. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.